In this video, I'm going to talk about security rules available within Microsoft Power Platform. Now, security rules are basically a container which allows you to restrict sensitive data and resources access within the environment. Now, security rules can be accessed from Power Platform Admin Center. And there is some restrictions on editing the security rule which comes out of the box. Now there are some security rules which comes out of the box, and there are some security rules which you can create from the security rule which is available out of the box, and also you can create your own custom security rule. Some of the custom security rules or the out of the box security rules which are available within the Power Platform Admin Center can be edited. You can add members to the security role. Security rules can be assigned to users. There are two types of security rule, as I mentioned to you. There is a system built, and then you can create your own custom security role. Every security role has its own purpose. Now you can assign security role using modern UI and the classic UI. How do you access? You need to navigate to Power Platform Admin Center, go into specific environment, navigate to settings, under users permissions, navigate to security rule. And these are the list of security rules here you will find. Now a security rule is, whenever you create a security rule, it is tied to a business unit and it's a managed component. Now there is an option to display only the parent security rule in the user interface. And these are the list of system built security rule. Now some of the important security rule, I'm going to just mark it. Now this is one of the important security rule, that's a basic user. Then the top level rights which you can gain is through system administrator. If you want to edit the applications, system customizer is the role which you need to look into. And then all other roles are related to either specific applications. So take for example, there are some roles which are related to, say, Power BI. There are some roles which are related to Power Automate. There are some rules which are related to Power Apps. There are some roles which are related to, say, Power Automate desktop flows. So here you have a whole bunch of desktop flows roles. Then you have some roles related to Dataverse, so Dataverse search role. This is the custom role which I have created. So that's Girish security role. So this is I have created. So this is a custom security role. Now this is not an inbuilt security role. I've just taken a screenshot, and that's why you're able to see this information. Similarly, I have this mineral role, which is also created by me. Apart from that, there are many other rules which you can use. So if you want to create a card, you have a card basic rule, card rule. If you want to utilize Copilot Studio or Power Virtual Agents, and there is a bot author, bot contributor role. And there are other rules related to app opener, environment maker. So environment maker is also an important rule. So the things which you need to remember is, there are some rules which will come handy while building an application. So one is environment maker, then there's a system administrator, system customizer, app opener, and I'd say if you're more into Dynamics 365 customer service, then there is omni-channel related roles. If you are in a Copilot related, or if you use more Copilot related application, then there is a Copilot administrator and Copilot user roles. So that's about all the inbuilt security rules which are available out of the box. Security role actions, what are the things which you can do once you are in a security role? You can copy the security role, you can edit the security role, you can delete the security role, you can view the members within the security role. Now there are some restriction, you cannot do everything with all sort of roles, but I've given you what are the maximum things which you can do from a security role perspective. Now this is how you will be able to see the security role detail information. So once you are in a specific security role, now I'm in security roles of environment maker, it will list down which business unit does this security role belongs to, and what are the members privilege inheritance, whether it's just a basic access level and team privileges, or it is just a team privileges. Then you have segregation based on table, miscellaneous privileges, and related privileges. Now this view is just showing the table related privileges. But then if you click on miscellaneous and privacy related privileges, you will be able to see some more information. Now from a vertical perspective, here there are various privileges. So there is a create, read, write, delete, append to, and there are many things else. Like I have not shown you everything in the screenshot, but these are basically the privilege level for a specific table's record. Okay, so that's how the security is structured from a power platform perspective. Now security roles, privileges association. So security role basically consists of record level privileges, task based privileges. Security role consists of privileges for tables, miscellaneous privileges, and privacy related privileges. Now the difference between miscellaneous privileges and privacy related privileges are, like, there are some actions which you may need to perform. So what does a table contain? The table contain basically record. Now if you want to set permission at a record level, you use the table level permission, right? But if you select the record, record selection, okay, then if you want to do an export to excel, just example, okay, so then privacy related privileges will come into picture. So anything which is doing an action on a specific data, okay, so then privacy related privileges will come into picture. So if you want to print a document, okay, then there is a task based privileges. Example, if you have something to activate the business rule or activate the workflow or publish the article, then the miscellaneous privileges will come into picture. So let me show you an action. So this is the maker portal where I have created a lot of model driven apps. Now let me first show you Power Platform Admin Center. So this is a Power Platform Admin environment screen. So I have a lot of environment over here. Let me navigate to one of the environment. So I just clicked on one of the environment. And if I click on settings over here, I will be able to see under users and permissions, security roles. Now under security roles, I will be able to see all the security roles which are available. There are many of them are available out of the box, and there are some which I have created. So if you see over here, Girish security role I have created, but there are other things like fabric AI skill role, help page author, help page consumer. So these all roles are available out of the box. Now if you see the custom security role which I have created, I can copy, I can edit, I can delete, I can view the members. Now if I want to search for a specific security role, I can go here in the search bar and I'll just type in environment. The moment I type environment, I will be able to see environment maker role. Similarly, if I just type admin, I should be able to see all the administrator kind of roles. So there is one role which is called a system administrator. Now if I see the three options over here, I can copy it, I can edit it, I can delete it, I can see the members. Now let me see how many members exist in system administrator role. So if I click on members, then I'll be able to see all the members within the system administrator role. Now you might see some component, like there is a user called as Girish, and then there is a user which starts with hash sign. So both are different objects. Okay, Girish is a user who has access to the system administrator role. Now let me go back and let me again go into the administrator just to show you what all other options we have. So here I can copy system administrator role. So if I want to create a role, a custom role which will mimic system administrator functionality, then I can go ahead and create one role. Okay, so I can call this as Girish sysadmin. So now this will be an exact replica of the system administrator role. So what I've done, I've created duplicate. I do duplicate copy of system administrator role, and I can then use it in my application. Now remember, this is a custom role which you are creating. So this role will not be available in any other environment. If you want to transfer this into another environment, then you need to actually add that into the solution and then manually export that. So till the time this is over, let me move into the another tab. Let me show you under settings. If you go to users permissions, go to security roles, what are the other things which you can do. Now there are some roles which you can edit. So if I click on app opener, then here you will see a message which says the app opener role privileges cannot be adjusted due to its non-customizable nature. So that means you cannot edit. So I'm just clicking on all those blocks. I'm not able to edit this role. So I cannot edit security role app opener. However, the custom role which I have created, like Girish sysadmin or Girish security role. Like let me go into the Girish sysadmin role. What I can do, I can click on this and I can change the privilege. Okay, I can change the privilege for security role. So I've just marked it as none. I can mark this as none. I can go into any of the read and make it none. So I can make those changes. Okay, and this information will be persisting within the environment. Now why I'm trying to show you this is because uh, let me show you an administrator, the system administrator. Now here you will see another message. So if I go into system administrator, it says system administrator role cannot be modified. So here again you cannot do anything on the system administrator role perspective. So you cannot make any changes, right? Okay, now let's jump into various settings. So I'm in system administrator role. So there are three sections. So there is a table, there is a miscellaneous privileges, and then there is a privacy related privileges, right? Now, from a table perspective, here you will see all the tables. Okay, so I'll just minimize this and I'll show you all the tables. Now, the tables are categorized into various sections like a core record, custom table, customization, missing table. So I'm not going to go through all the sections, but then you need to understand that if you want to view the table level permission, you need to go into tables, and then any custom table which you have created, you will be able to see here. And if you want to modify any core records, you can expand the core record. So let me go into the custom table and let me go into the table which I have created long back called as basketball sports. Now, but just by the name, you will come to know that this is like a custom table which I have created, and it is available within the custom section. Now, what are the things we can do? I can view the permission settings. I can copy the table permission. So what I can do, I can copy the table permissions. Now, if I want to copy table permissions, then I need to copy the table permission to some security role. Okay. Now, if I want to copy this table permission to some security role, what I will do, I will just select a specific, so let me just type in, say, Commonwealth, or maybe I don't have that table. So let me pick up any custom table. So let me just navigate to the list. Yeah. So let me pick up Olympics. Okay. So if I want to copy that specific line item, I can do that and give it to that specific role. So this will says this will override the permissions of Olympic with the permissions of the things which you have copied. Now this is an irreversible action. Are you sure you want to proceed? And once you say yes, you can copy that permission set. So what we have done, I'll just click on cancel. I'll just say go to basketball sports. I'll say copy table permissions, and you copy the table permission from this table to the target table. So this is one of the action which you can do. Also, if you see this line item, I can change. I can come here. I can click on copy table permissions, and I can again, like I did that one action for one of the table, but if I want to select multiple tables, say I'm just picking up some random tables, I can do that as well. Okay, so I can make that change for multiple tables as well. Now remember, this line item is common. Okay, so it says I have a create privilege at an organization level. I have a read privilege at an organization level. I have a write privilege at an organization level. So it is showing me this information. Now, from a system administrator perspective, as you see over here, this is a read only field, right? Organization. I cannot do further beyond this. Okay. Now let me go into a security role, and let me go into my security role. So Girish sysadmin security role. I'll go into this Girish sysadmin security role, which I've just inherited. Okay. Now here, if I go into the table, say one of the custom table. So let me pick up. basketball sports. Now I can do permission settings. I can copy the table permissions. Now here, now I can change from organization to user or parent child business unit or business unit or none. Okay. Now why I'm able to do that? Because by default you cannot edit a system administrator role. However, I've created a copy of it and then I have tried to customize it, and it is now allowing me to change. Also, like the one which I showed you, copying the table permissions to different tables, I can do that, and I can select one or multiple tables. So that's possible, right? So this is how you basically do that action. Now, what are miscellaneous privileges and what are privacy related privileges? Now, privacy related privileges are related to either document generation, Dynamics 365 for mobile, exporting to Excel, printing, syncing to Outlook. Now, so take for example, for a specific user, if you want to block export to Excel. Now, what do you mean by export to Excel? So, what you're going to do is, like, I have already created a model driven app, a simple model driven app named as Olympics app. Okay. Now, for Olympics app, there are various things which is happening over here. So, just look into the top bar over here. Now, this top bar says any list. For this entire list, you can do this operation. If I select one item, I can assign, I can share, I can delete, I can activate, deactivate, edit, I can check the flow, I can run the report, I can see Word template, export to Excel. If I select multiple, now see what happens on the menu. Then I can see export to Excel over here. I can see run report. But if I just remove this, then I lose the functionality of Word template. So Word templates is only available for one record selection. But if I select multiple, then this goes away. So that means it is all contextual. So this is at a list level. You select one, you select multiple, you select none, or you go inside the record and then perform that action. Again, this is like one record selection. So if it is just one record selection, so these are the options you get. But if you select multiple, then you get something else. Also, you can view the record set in the navigation form, right? Now, why I'm explaining you all this? Because in the security roles which we have just seen, let me go over here, there is a privacy related privilege. So if you want export to Excel at an organization level, you can select that. Or if you say I do not want export to Excel for this specific security role, I can block this. Okay. And then you just need to remember to save this. Okay, so I'm not saving anything, I'm just explaining you that we can do all these things. Similarly, from a print perspective. Now, coming back to miscellaneous privileges. Now, miscellaneous privileges are some of the actions which happens at a Power Platform level. So some of the actions are acting on behalf of a user, activating business rule, approving the knowledge articles, bulk delete, bulk edit, delete audit. So if you see here bulk edit, now if I want to block bulk edit, I can just put it as no. Now bulk edit means basically you go select the record within your system and then you try to edit it. Now if I just do an edit for one item, then it will open the form. If I select two of the record, then a bulk edit system comes into picture. So what I can do, I can bulk edit this record at once, right? So those all actions, so those are actions are called as miscellaneous privileges, and you can do it. Now there are other options like deleting the audit, enabling the download fetch XML, enable or disable business unit, export customization, language settings, merge, publish articles, publish email templates, read on calendar, publish reports. I'm just reading out some of the things which I have used. So you can go ahead and look into all the listing over here and try to understand. If you want to restrict some miscellaneous level privileges, you can do it from here. That includes send invitation, send email as another user, send in-app notification. So all these things can be done. So that's it, folks. This is all about security roles within the Power Platform environment. There are some security roles which comes out of the box. There are some security roles which you need to create as a part of the deployment for your specific applications or solution, and you can control the privilege level based on basis of what kind of access level you want to grant to a user. So it can be a user, it can be an organization, it can be a business unit level, or it can be a parent child business unit level. Also, you can work on miscellaneous privileges and privacy related privileges settings that involves anything which is going external. So if you want to export a record to an Excel or interact with Outlook, then look into the privacy related privileges. From a miscellaneous privileges, you can block send in-app notification, bulk edit, bulk delete, webmail merge, view audit history, those kind of things. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.